Welcome back to Glamour Unfiltered, hosted by me, Josh Smith. And today we are joined by the queen of reality television. It's Gemma Collins. Woo, 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 woo.
Josh, I've been waiting to speak to you for a long time.
Well, babe, we're here, we're making it happen. And we're going to get quite deep today, aren't we?
Okay.
Which isn't necessarily usually something everyone knows you for, because I think that everyone has you out as this incredible persona that is the GC. With that idea of that persona, why did you feel like you had to kind of create that character in yourself? And did it kind of feel like you as a person wasn't enough, or did you feel like you had to add this extra layer to yourself in a way?
I'm just a very normal girl, and it's so weird because obviously people think I live this extravagant lifestyle every day, but actually I'm a country girl. Like, I got so excited. Most people would get excited about a new bag coming out or a new fashion collection. I got excited to see conkers on the trees this week. So it's like, I'm a very homely, sweet, like, I am easily offended. I am vulnerable. You know, I do wear my heart on my sleeve, and that's what makes it probably so difficult. But the reason I immersed myself in the GC is because being in show business isn't the norm every day. You know, I've discovered more than ever recently, like, I didn't realise there's so many people that are jealous of me. People can be cruel. It was Samantha Fairs actually that came up. She called me GC at filming once, and I was like, the GC, Sasha Fierce, yes, this is going to work.
Yeah.
Because day to day, Josh, I'm not the GC. You know, I'm really not the GC, and it's probably now more than ever. I turned 40 this year, and I think since doing my show, and I couldn't hide myself in lockdown. I had no hair and makeup. I had no choice. I have become more comfortable in showing that side of me now. I'm not sure whether it comes from filming Diva in lockdown, but I don't mind that people see me warts and all now, because at the end of the day, it's real life.
I think as well, like, because what you're saying is you are a normal girl. You have these vulnerabilities that every other woman, man, human has as well.
Yeah.
And you're also dealing with, at a time of extreme scrutiny and being under a magnifying glass, your own mental health, your own mental well-being. For you, what has probably been the hardest thing to mentally have to deal with behind the scenes while having the spotlight?
Going through breakups is really hard when you're in the public eye, because the press, you know, they're constantly, I don't know what it is, they tag you in stories with your ex. And it's, you know, at the end of the day, your heart's breaking just like there would be if you're going through a breakup, and then you've constantly got to see it on the Daily Mail or, you know, various magazines or papers. Every problem that everyone goes through, listen, don't get me wrong, financially, you know, I think I'm comfortable, and probably I don't have that pressure like someone else. But again, I've worked for that, and I have been very lucky. But you know, my sink's leaking today. I've got to get a plumber in. What else happened to me? Oh yeah, my freezer. I must have left it open last night. I was defrosting the freezer, but it was so cold. I put the oven on, opened the oven door, opened the freezer door, and I was trying to defrost the freezer that way.
With the oven, babe.
With
the oven.
With the oven, that's how I was trying to defrost the freezer. So this is what I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter how glamorous my day is, you are not immune to daily situations.
Yeah.
And being so scrutinised, like, I think I've always done a good job of not kind of giving two hoots.
Yeah.
And I don't really, like, I am going to mess up, I am going to fudge up sometimes, and it is really hard because the more famous you get, you know, your management team say you can't be seen with that one, you can't hang about with that one's got a bad reputation, don't go near them. And it's kind of like, oh, it's a lot of pressure, I'm being honest.
Yeah. There's also a lot of haters in this world as well, which is,
Yes.
and we should all be a lot kinder to each other. But for you, what would still be something triggering, or what would be something triggering that would be said about you or you'd see from trolls that would really affect you? And how have you learned to move past that? What would still even get you now from trolls?
Well, as well, there are obviously triggering situations that can happen, but for me, I have therapy every week. I think it's really positive because even though I'm a really strong person, I found the whole COVID lockdown restrictive thing quite a lot to deal with because I'm a free spirit. I like to go out and about. I like to be free. I don't like any kind of restriction. What therapy has taught me, because it can hurt you. And do you know the really sad thing about it, Josh, is like you could be doing your makeup or you could be at a friend's birthday or even in the best celebration, but you almost have PTSD from it because the memory of someone saying something cruel to you. I mean, I can remember someone saying, "You're too fat, we won't work with you," this clothing brand, yeah? They didn't tell me that. I can remember this agent at the time told me it. Well, sorry, bitch, look at me now. And yeah, and that person knows who she is. And having my therapy, I obviously dealt with a lot of the trolling. And actually now, if I'm being honest, I wish the trolls well, because if they live with that anger, that nastiness inside them, Josh, that's so sad for them. I'm free of it. I'm free of pain. I'm free of anger. Everyone's entitled to be on their journey in life, whether that's me or Kim down the road. With regards to the trolls, I send them love and I wish them well. And I don't even mean that sarcastically. Like, you know, I can remember being at an airport recently and this guy kept trying to take a picture and we was filming. He just started chanting fatty, fatty, fatty. And I'm like, who behaves like this? And he thought it was bothering me, but it wasn't, because I've heard it all before. Yeah. And I just thought, gosh, how awful that you live with this feeling inside of you. And I sent him love and wished him well mentally, you know. Not got time for bad karma or nothing bad in my auric field. I'm not interested.
You're probably actually arguably the most famous plus size woman in the UK, which is incredible. For you.
Well, isn't it nice that I can be me and people start accepting me for me? Yeah. Because to be honest, all the talk about my weight and this, it does get on my nerves. I saw a headline today, Gemma Collins gained 4 pounds eating tiger loaf bread and butter. You know, I've been honest, and I said in lockdown, although it was amazing for me in the end, but there was times where I tucked into the tiger loaf, Josh, like everyone does. But it becomes a major headline. But that's what people want to read. Makeups, breakups, weight loss, weight gain. It's a big seller. Yeah. And you have to remember what we're working in is an industry. But I can remove myself from that now. And, you know, everyone can have a good run on a diet and you can slip off the bandwagon. You know, self-shaming, self-loathing, self-hatred is not good for anybody. You know, I even had someone say to me the other day, which I found so hurtful and offensive. And I know the person and I pulled them up. And I don't know if they think they was being fun, brash, or they thought they was being clever. But they went to me, "Do you still hang out with all your gays?" Now, how disgusting is that? And I was so shocked by that comment because, one, why are you so interested in who I'm hanging out with? And two, do you know how awful that is for someone and I felt like I was almost being picked on for having such amazing gay friends. Let there just be love and peace. Let everyone be free, like John Lennon, Yoko Ono. I'm just so big on all of that now, and as long as I'm not hurting you, don't worry about who I'm hanging out with. Don't judge. Everyone must stop judging. And if, you know, and even the press to a certain point, if I put on £4, let it go. Put on 10 stone and I need to be carried out my house by air ambulance, maybe let's talk about it. But I don't think people still realise the damages that it can affect people. And we should just all be a lot kinder. Yeah. I'm really realising that now myself as well. Like, you can give someone really good advice and help them, but you just cannot go around picking on people left, right and centre, because it can have detrimental effects.
It's so obvious as well, because when you were just talking about that just then, like,
it hurt me, Josh.
You getting upset, it was hurting you, and like
it hurt me. It hurt me. Like, why are you worried about what friends I'm hanging around with? And I hope that person hears this interview, and I'll never name them and I'll never shame them. I just hope that they learn from it, because it really upset me and I found it offensive. So I think everyone's just got to be a bit mindful, and everyone is extra sensitive at the minute, even me. Like, to be honest, I'm a night owl. So when the 10 o'clock curfew come in, I'm not at that age where I want to be having a spaghetti bolognese at 7 o'clock and settling down for the evening with my electric blanket on, Josh. I need to be out.
Me neither, babes. Me neither.
I know. For me, I found it a bit, I'm going to be honest, we all know I'm claustrophobic. I found it claustrophobic. I didn't like it. When lockdown first started, oh my God, it affected me. Like, I don't know anyone that just breezed through it. I was like, my life's stopping. I get all the reasons it stopped, and I was happy to be on board with all of them reasons. But I'd be lying to you, you know, if it didn't give me, I've never really been an anxiety sufferer. But in the pandemic, I definitely suffered from it. I can control it now.
Given everything that you've been through and the struggles you've gone through mentally and with your body image and everything that you've gone through, if you could go back to a time in your life and be a friend to yourself at a particular occasion, when would it have been, and what would you have said to you?
I probably would have took myself back to about 5 years old. And if I was the little girl talking to me now, I would have said, be kind to yourself. Because I do think we are all so hard on ourselves, and we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. And I'm listening to that little girl now, and it's like, if I need to rest, I rest. If I've got a really busy day at work, I like find my inner strength and I do it. And I've also found the power in saying no to people.
That's so freeing, isn't it?
Yes. Like, I get hundreds of requests every day. Can you promote my friend's business, my daughter's business? On top of that, I get hundreds of requests. Can you do a video message? On top of that, I get hundreds of other things. Then I've got work emails. I'm just one person. And simply the answer is no. We need to be more accepting of the word no.
100%, and that is a great.
And Josh, I want you to use no a lot more this week, honey.
Babes, I'll be serving up those no's. I'll be Destiny's Child. No, all about it.
No. Yes. Josh, I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you. So
and
great.
to all the glamour readers or viewers, I don't know how they're going to be watching this, but GC love and learn to say no.
Bye, babe.
Bye, Joshy.